All right, here's a review of our topic 11. And remember to divide when changing smaller units to larger units. And remember, all your data tables are off to the side. You can copy them on a piece of paper, put them on a note card. You may use them while you're taking the test. You don't really have to memorize them. You should try to memorize them, but you don't have to. So 7 feet equals how many inches? So I'm going to go up here and I'm going to see I'm going to need to multiply by 12. So 7 times 12 is 84. 1.5 miles equals how many feet? So I'm going to have to multiply 1.5 miles times 5,280 feet, and I'm going to get 7,920. 5 2/3 of a yard, to go from yards to feet, I'm going to multiply by 3. So 5 2/3 of a yard, you're going to wind up with 17 feet. And 54 inches, going to feet, I'm going from smaller to larger, so I'm dividing by 12, and I'm going to get 4.5. And don't forget, large to small, we multiply, small to larger, we divide. Don't forget that. Remember 1 gallon, and we've got a little information there. So write that down. You can put that in a safe spot for when you're taking the test. It's just your data sheet. 1 gallon equals 4 quarts, and so on. And then you're going to also, the weight down here. That'll be all your customary measurement data points are right here on this page. So 36 cups, we're going to, how many cups are in a gallon? So in 1 gallon, we're going to have, remember our big G here? You can write this and put that on your data chart. We make a big G. We put for a gallon. We have 4 quarts, 2 pints in each quart, 2 cups in each pint, if you need to draw that all out. So how many cups were in a gallon? So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. 16 cups in 1 gallon. So 36 cups would be how many gallons? So we're going to divide 36 by 16, and we're going to get 2.25 gallon. Or you could say, yeah, I guess because they want it in gallons for that one, because you could say 2 gallons, 1 quart, but 7 pints, we're going to divide. How many pints are in a quart? 2 pints are in a quart, so we're going to divide 7 by 2, and we get 3.5. 1.5 gallons is how many fluid ounces, and remember, for fluid ounces, 1 cup is 8 fluid ounces, so we'd say 16 cups times 8 would be 80 plus 48 equals 128 fluid ounces in a gallon. So 1.5 gallons would equal 192. So we'd be doing 128 plus half of that. Because I'd say for my 1 gallon, it's 128, and half a gallon would be 64. So I'd add that together, and we get 192. And 6 pints equals how many cups? I'm going to multiply by 2, so because there's 2 cups in a pint. And then for my customary, this was capacity, and this is mass down here. So this is more like weight. And here's our data table for weight. 2,000 pounds equals 1 ton. And also 1 pound equals 16 ounces. So those are the 2 data points for weight. So 2.75 pounds, we're going to multiply that times 16, and we're going to get 44 ounces. 56 ounces, we're going to divide it by 16, and we get 3.5. 4,000 pounds, we're going to divide by 2,000, and we get 2 tons. 6.5 tons, we're going to multiply that by 2,000, and we get 13,000 pounds. 1/4 ton is how many ounces? That one's super annoying to go from tons to ounces. So we're going to have to go 1 ton equals 2,000 pounds, and 1 pound equals 16 ounces, so we have to do 2,000 times 16. This is super annoying. 32,000 ounces in a ton. Super annoying. So a quarter ton would be 1/4 of that would be 8,000 ounces. And 200 pounds equals what part of a ton? Because we divide 200 by 2,000, we're going to get 1/10. So that's 1/10. And then for metric system, here's your metric data. And remember, you can draw your metric line where you have your unit in the middle, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Kilometers way down there, millis here, centis here, and those are the big ones. So for this one, we're doing meters, so that's kilometer, centimeter, millimeter. But remember, we can always use liters and grams because we can have kiloliters, kilograms, and milliliters, milligrams. And that's your entire metric system. That's all you have to know for that. So 5.4 meters, we are going from larger to smaller. So we're multiplying by 100 there. So we get 540. 2.7 kilometers, we're multiplying by 1,000. We get 2,700. 2/100ths of a kilometer, we're going to multiply by we're going to centimeters. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So kilometers to centimeters, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to multiply by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 100,000. So moving the decimal 5 places, you will get 2,000. 25 thousandths of a meter, we're going to multiply it by 1,000 to figure out how many millimeters we have. And this is a fraction of a meter. So 675 millimeters, we're going to divide by 1,000. So we have 0.675. And 7,435 centimeters. How many meters is that? We're going to divide by 100. 74.35. Okay, and the next page. And this is our, we have 2 more sets to do. So, and our next data points are 1,000 milliliters equals 1 liter. So 6 liters, 6 times 1,000, 6,000. Going from liters to milliliters, we are multiplying by 1,000. So we have 150 milliliters. 2,000, we're dividing by 1,000. And 900 milliliters dividing by 1,000 is 0.9 liters. And then the last thing we're doing is grams and kilograms. So 1,000 one kilogram equals 1,000 grams, and that is our data point for that. So 30 kilograms, we multiply it by 1,000, we get 30,000. 3,000 milligrams, we divide by 1,000, we get 3 grams. 560 grams to kilograms, divide by 1,000, 0.56. 0.17 grams is how many milligrams? We multiply by 1,000, we get 170. And I will hop down to the optional sections. G and H are optional. Max wants to put a fence around a triangular garden. If each side is 6 yards, how many feet of fencing does he need? So he's got Max wants to put a fence around his triangular garden. If each side is 6 yards, how many feet of fencing does he need? Well, we can figure out that he needs, his perimeter is going to be 18 yards, and we need to figure out how many feet is that. We do 18 times 3, and we get 54. And then the last one, Monica bought a 90-pound bag of dog food for her pet. Twice a day, she gives the dog 6 ounces. How much dog food will she use in 1 week? So each day she's going to use twice a day. So twice a day, she gives 6 ounces. So we're going to do 6 times 2. So we find the dog eats 12 ounces a day per day. And in a week, we do 12 times 7 equals 84 per week. And then to figure out how many pounds that is, we take 84 ounces and divide it by 16. And we get 5, 16 times 5, 40. So we'll get 4/16, which is 1/4 pounds. And in case you're wondering, 84 divided by 16 equals 4. Our remainder is 4 over 16, which reduces, or 5 over 16, which reduces to 5 1/4. And there you go.